Welcome guys to another video on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. Now I recently made a video going over whether I believe pilgrim banners or pilgrim characters needed to be broken. I mean like very strong units, and in that video I answered with yes, and I think a lot of people also agreed with that because pilgrim banners have lower rates and obviously it makes sense for the characters to be actually worth getting. So if they were not worth getting, it made no sense to have lower rates on that banner. So it's an easy answer in that regards. Now in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is turning that question into should limited units, so like limited seasonal units, be broken? And the answer for this is going to be relatively tricky. Now in my opinion, I think limited characters are being done correctly in terms of how strong they are. We've gotten, I believe, so we got 2 for winter, 4 for summer, and I think that's it. So overall we got 6 limited banners so far. That is not collaborations. And in that banner, on those banners, we only really got 3 characters in my opinion that I would say are worth actually summoning for. The rest were easy ones that you can skip, and I actually recently made a video going over the top 3 best limited characters, so actually go ahead and check out that video as well. Before I carry on with the video, actually don't forget to like and subscribe, stay tuned for more content on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure you are subscribed and make sure that post notification is on. If you guys agree with this video, again, go ahead and click the like button. If you disagree, tell me down in the comment section why you disagree. So with limited units, in my actual opinion, I think it's been done right. I don't think limited characters need to be broken. In fact, I just think they either need to be good or just be an eye candy. And I think NIKKE already knows, or Shift Up already knows, that limited units are really characters that you really only want to summon for if they look beautiful. However, we've gotten a few exceptions, like I mentioned, that are actually worth getting and are actually good. But I don't actually mind having limited characters just be straight up eye candy and are not really units you want to go ahead and get. Because at the end of the day, we already have a bunch of banners in the game that we want to save for. Resources are kind of limited. We don't want to be summoning on every single banner. And if we have a limited banner that's all limited banner units that are always going to be very strong, it kind of like makes us feel, oh my days, we have to summon for pilgrim characters, we have to summon for collaboration characters, and now we have to summon for another batch of characters. That is a lot of resources we have to save and summon, and it's not really going to be that good in my opinion. So I do think limited characters should either have a specific niche. So we've noticed that recently released limited characters are actually specifically catered to one specific niche. So let's go ahead and talk about this unit. So this unit actually caters towards dealing more damage to a specific type of unit, so electric codes. So yeah, if she is actually, is it electric code? Let me quickly check again. So this is, where is she? She is a iron. Yeah, okay, so yeah, her skills caters towards dealing more damage to an electric code, which honestly I don't mind. It's a good unit, but it does extra when they're going against electric code units. We also have characters like even Annis, Summer Annis. She is good in general in terms of damage, but specifically against electric code, her damage can actually increase. Actually, not even electric. Where is it? What characters? So she injects all enemies dealing, okay, to water characters actually, but she also buffs up electric units like Scarlet, I think. But yeah, damage as strong elements is increased as well. So in fact, if she's going against specific type of unit, she does extra damage as well. So I think with limited characters, they have a niche where it's usually catered towards dealing more damage to a specific type of units, whether it's water, elemental type basically. We also have Neon, Summer Neon, who's actually garbage. Where is she? She's there. She actually buffs up water characters as well. And we also got the Summer Mary as well. Is it Mary? Yeah, that also does the same thing with her skills. We only have 2 other limited characters, but they don't actually fulfill those niche roles. I mean, they do have niche skills, but let me go ahead and show you guys right now. So with Rupee over there, not really like a skill like does extra damage to a specific type of characters, but I think that was just because these 2 units, so Winter Rupee and Winter Annie, they were our first limited characters. Maybe the Shift Up didn't really know what they wanted to do with the limited characters, but I think now they understand what they want to do. So I think potentially every single limited character we get so far will have a skill or will be a unit that does extra damage to a specific type of unit, so elemental type. And in my opinion, I am down for that, as long as they are not broken. In my opinion, I don't think, actually, I don't mind Summer Anis being a broken character. I don't mind Summer Helm as well being actually very, very good as well. But I don't think every single limited character we get should be broken. I think they should have a niche role against specific elements, and most people don't have to be inclined to summon for them. So honestly, the way Shift Up is doing it right now with the limited units, big shout out to that. I do think future characters should, or future limited characters should run like that. Now we're going to be getting a limited banner relatively soon. This is just pure speculation. We don't actually have official announcement, but it does make sense. We need to get some winter units right now. So depending on how they release or what type of skill they release, it is going to basically determine how the limited characters are moving forward. Because honestly, I think they should just be like, okay, does extra damage to this elemental type, or buffs up your elemental team and whatnot. Maybe limited characters are just going to be focused on just elemental types, and that is, in my opinion, absolutely amazing. Now obviously in the future, as we're trying to deal extra damage to some solo raid bosses or some union raid, having the right elemental type is going to be important. But at the end of the day, it's usually like a whale's territory, you know. Getting a character just for that specific element is something that whales will do, and obviously NIKKE can cater towards the whales to try and get them to spend even more on that. But to all like regular players, free to players, light spenders, you don't have to feel inclined to summon for them. Yes, the damage they're going to do is going to be great, but not as like game breaking as possible. We do have, like I said, 3 only limited characters right now that, in my opinion, that are actually worth summoning for. And in general, I would say Summer Anis is just like flat out the best one, and she looks beautiful, like I said, eye candy. And I think even if they wanted to release more limited characters and they don't follow that route in terms of releasing them as elemental type characters with elemental skills catered towards elemental bosses and whatnot, I would be down for that, you know, having some eye candy units. I am fine with that. The main issue I have with NIKKE and the way they summon on the release banner, is basically just FOMO. With limited characters, we don't know what's going to happen with them. Actually, we don't know. Once the banner goes away, we know they don't get added into the standard pool. Are they going to do a rerun for the limited characters? Are they going to be added into every limited banners in the future? We don't actually know. So I think once we get the summer characters, the winter's characters, we should have hopefully get a sort of idea what NIKKE or Shift Up is planning, because they could potentially release summer winter Annie as well as winter Rupee in the same banner as the limited units that are coming for winter, but don't have really like a rate up. It's just you can get those units in this banner as well, which honestly I would be fine with that. Just having a way to get those limited characters is going to be fun. I don't like FOMO being a way for me to just keep summoning for every single character, because yes, I did summer for you know, Summer Neon. Even though I knew she was garbage, I still summoned for her because collectors, you know, and she looks beautiful, like eye candy. She looks absolutely amazing, and who wouldn't want to get this? So yeah, they don't have to be broken. I just hope they don't I like the way it's going so far. Actually, they don't have to be broken. Good. Maybe ever so often we get one that's actually meta. I don't mind that. Last year we only got like one that's truly meta. Oh, this year, so we only got one that's truly meta. Summer Anis, even though there's 2 other ones that are pretty good, but not on the same tier as Summer Anis. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about in today's video. Tell me down in the comment section whether you agree or disagree, and tell me down in the comment section if you guys summon for limited units, and what are your plans regarding the limited units we're going to be getting. We do know that limited units get released 2 at a time, so with summon units we should get 2 limited units. And a lot of people are speculating, I keep saying this in every video, but a lot of people are speculating we're also going to get Pilgrim banners at the new year, so that's like a couple of months. And many people are saying you should save your resources, or maybe if the limited characters are not good, you should skip on them. Obviously if a unit isn't good and you guys are like free to play, or you want to just summon for characters that are good, then obviously you can skip on that limited unit. They're not going to really help you out. We don't know the skills for the limited units. We don't know the limited units that are coming out. There was a bunch of speculations out there, but I don't really delve into that until I actually have like at least a bunch of proof, maybe images as well. Then I will talk about that, but we have nothing at the moment. So make sure you guys skip on 12. By the way, I think after 12's banner in 8 days we should get, actually in a couple of days we should get some announcement, so we will see if we do get a limited unit. So yeah, skip on 12, save all your resources for limited units. You never know, the next one we get, there might be one that's actually very, very strong. It's video boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.